Smoothini, most popularly known as the Ghetto Houdini, is truly a great performer. Most famous for his bar magic tricks, he has even set the talent shows on fire with his amazing tricks. So, be it his famous German salt trick, or the amazing sponge balls, hello and welcome back, and today we're gonna unlock the top secrets behind Smoothini's most famous magic tricks of all time. So, let's get started. At number 7, the sponge ball trick. Now, this awesome sponge ball trick is a great trick to amaze anyone you want. And this is how Smoothini used it to amaze the audience. He takes out 2 sponge balls from the salt sprinkler and they are now out on the table. Now he asks one of the judges to hold his hands palm up. He picks up one ball and places it in his hand, which he closes into a fist and puts the other ball in the judge's hand and tells her to hold it tightly. Now, with a snap of the fingers and saying abracadabra, he opens up his hand, and to the amusement of everyone, the sponge ball had vanished. But it didn't end there. The judge opens her hand to find both the sponge balls inside. Amazing! So, how did he do it? Well, the sponge balls play a huge part in this trick. They're easy to squeeze and play around with. To start off with, Smoothini didn't take the balls from inside the salt sprinkler. He had them already squeezed in his right palm and just had to release them at the right moment. Then he takes the first sponge ball and performs a retention move. Now, a retention move is to make it look like the ball goes in his left hand, while actually the ball is in his other hand, i.e. the right hand. Now, with one hand in a fist and the right hand secretly concealing the sponge ball, he picks up the second ball. Also, you must have guessed it. He now has both sponge balls in one hand, and the fact is that the sponge balls, if held correctly, look like one single ball and also feel like one, which he then places under the judge's left palm and tells her to squeeze it tightly. Finally, on revealing her palm, the sponge balls pop back up to their full size in a hurry, thus creating the magical illusion. At number 6, pen through nose trick. Not just card tricks, Smoothini has even used a writing pen to perform this really cool trick, in which he takes a pen from a table, inserts it up his nose, and then brings it back through his mouth. The judges couldn't believe their eyes as everything happened in a jiffy. All the secret lies in the amazing use of his hands and the way he holds that pen. To start off, Smoothini takes the pen and then places it under his nose to push it through his nose. However, he just holds the pen tightly under his nose, and instead of pushing it through, he just takes his hand straight up around that pen to make the illusion as if he's indeed pushing it through. Now, to bring the pen back through his mouth, all he did was to grab the pen with his thumb, hold it with his lips, and then take out the pen, thus creating the illusion as if he's bringing the pen right through his mouth. So, all credit here goes to Smoothini for his amazing speed and timing. At number 5, cards from mouth trick. Producing cards from an empty mouth is no mean feat. And you must have seen many magicians doing the same thing around the world, but none better than Smoothini. In one of his many tricks performed in America's Got Talent, the trick where he produced cards out of his empty mouth was just amazing. Here, he points to his empty mouth and reaches inside. Instantly, a mouthful of cards pours out. So, how did he do it? Well, here's the secret. The mechanics of this trick are fairly simple. However, the key to this trick is the timing and misdirection. When you see it at first, it seems as if Smoothini had really pulled out the cards from his mouth. However, that's not the case here. If you see carefully, the moment he places the deck onto the table, he brings aside 10 to 20 cards in his left-hand palm and conceals it from the audience. Now, the rest of the trick depends upon the perfect timing and misdirecting the audience. With his right hand, he misdirects them, and then the timing when he brings his left hand up to his face plays its part. Here, he simply pushes the cards about halfway into his mouth. Immediately, he lets the cards spill out and uses his right hand to grab them as they come pouring out, thus amazing the audience around. At number 4, magic